So my Super Bowl prediction last year.
It was awesome. I remember that.
Yeah,
much.
it was great. It definitely was not the Bengals and the 49ers.
It was not the Jets getting into the playoffs, was it?
Nope, not
No.
one. No, I wouldn't say that.
No, you never say the Jets
No.
make the playoffs.
What did you say?
I don't remember.
For the win! It's the play. Are you? Goes the Bunga.
Hello and welcome back to the Eastman Sport Report, your father's son, coach player podcast about the Sacramento Kings and the San Francisco 49ers. I'm your host, Max Eastman, joined once again by my co-host, Steven Eastman.
Hello, Max. Hello, everybody out there. And thanks for listening again to our podcast. We do appreciate every one of you listening. It is fun to see people listening to our fun project. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And comment.
This episode
Yes.
we highly recommend comments. Okay, so the comments that I want you to put in there, which prediction? This episode is almost like 90% predictions. This is when you want to save to see how smart we are or how stupid we are.
Yes.
And we're probably going to look more stupid than smart. Okay, so please tell us, what is the stupidest prediction we made? And what's the best prediction we make? Like, I really want everybody to comment, please. What's the best and the worst prediction that each of us make?
Okay.
Love to see the comments in there, and it'll hopefully be saved. And then we'll come back at the end of the season, and so you guys can comment on ours, and let's see how we do at the end of the year.
Yes.
Like, that's the whole fun of this episode is we're not doing much in the coach player type of thing. This is fans.
There's not much to talk about.
Yeah, we'll talk about a few things.
We have a little bit of news.
A little bit of news at the beginning, but it's all about the predictions this week. We've gone through a whole bunch of stuff, and we're going to look probably more stupid than smart, but it's the fun part, right? Like, this is the fun to see, okay, what could we come up with? What do we think here? So,
Also, for our listeners who like the Kings, me too. I'm sorry. We're not going to talk about them this episode because there isn't anything new to talk about for them. Kuminga watch day
50-something maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know. My only comment on that's probably not going to get solved till the end of September when they actually go back to training camp. That's my prediction. That's my one.
And we're
Kings
recording
note.
this, and for just for you guys knowing this, we're recording this on September 1st. So if anything happens between now and whenever this is uploaded, we didn't know that. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so the little bit of news we have for today is Juan Jennings is back at practice.
Yes.
And that he's not the only one. Out of the 49ers 53-man roster, only one player is considered injured and not at practice today. That was Jordan Watkins. He had a high ankle sprain. I think it was the first preseason game or right before the first preseason game. So he's a rookie, remember? And he was supposed to be out a month. Well, it's almost been a month. So they saw him jogging off the side of practice. So he's out there moving around doing something, but a high ankle sprain, according to my chiropractor, should be a 6 to 8 week injury. So, according to the Eastwood Sport Report's, medical consultant, it should be 6 to 8 weeks. We'll see if he's going to be on there. Now, the other interesting news is, as we're recording this, we'll keep refreshing Twitter. Will the Niners sign Kendrick Bourne today?
Now, it doesn't really make sense anymore because it looks like Juwan Jennings is going to be healthy-ish enough for the beginning of the season. And we already traded for Sky Moore, so that's another wide receiver option that we have. We have Ricky Pearsall actually this season.
So Ricky Pearsall, Juan Jennings are going to start. Most likely, that's who your starters are going into game one.
Yes,
should definitely be Ricky Pearsall, Juan Jennings. You have Russell Gage as your third because he was there all through training camp, and then you have Sky Moore and MVS, Marquez Valdez.
Marquez Valdez Scantling.
Now, he's technically in the practice squad, but we expect him to be promoted to game action the first week of the season.
So I don't think it makes sense anymore to sign him.
Yeah.
It sort of made sense when we didn't know if Juwan Jennings was going to be back.
Exactly.
We don't know who our wide receiver one is besides like Pearsall, but then after that it gets a little sketchy.
But like after you get past the fourth week of the season, DeMarcus Robinson comes back, and Brandon Ayuk eventually come back now, and then you also have Jordan Watkins and Jacob Cowing coming back.
Yes,
like I would think all four of those players that are supposed to come back will be better than Kendrick Bourne. Now Kendrick Bourne's a veteran, been around. And you want to see what you get with Watkins and Cowing. So
was he on the 2019 Super Bowl team?
Yes, he was. Okay. The funny thing is, and I got this from another Niners reporter, Kendrick Bourne went through his rookie contract.
Yes.
And then it was up. Who'd they replace him with? Do you remember?
Wasn't it
Juan Jennings?
Oh.
So would Kendrick Bourne replace Juan Jennings
for
after Juan Jennings?
Yes.
This is that kind of that cyclical thing of Kendrick Bourne went to the Patriots. I think he just went to Patriots for 4 years. And he supposedly has a foot thing. That's why he didn't practice, and that's why they cut him.
Okay.
But he showed video, and that's why he came in today and actually had a tryout with the Niners to see is he healthy. So and he's supposed to have a tryout with the Commanders tomorrow, supposedly. Will the Niners not let him leave the building? No idea. But also, from everything else, you're like, if Juan Jennings is healthy, do we need Kendrick Bourne? I don't know.
Yes.
It will be interesting to see. So,
okay. And then I think the only other thing that happened between our last episode and this is that the NFL rivalry jerseys got released.
Oh yeah.
I think the Niners one, I don't know if it is the best. I haven't thoroughly sat down and thought of it. I think the Niners one is really good. I like the Niners in black jerseys.
I like the Buffalo Bills.
The Bills,
the white jersey.
Yes,
I love that white jersey.
Yes, if they play a snow game in that,
that'd be so fun. They have to play us. No, they're wearing that jersey. I think in beginning of October.
Shame.
So yeah.
Okay.
And somebody else said this, but I think it's totally funny. The Arizona Cardinals one. The guy says it looks like Mater colored. And so now that
I liked the jersey a lot. It was like, oh, that's such a cool jersey. And then he told me that. And it's like, I hate this so much. Why did you tell me that? You ruined this jersey for me. Exactly. I look at it and I go, haha.
It looks like Mater or Pigpen.
Like what the heck, man?
It looks kind of cool, and maybe with the pants it might be kind of cool.
Yes,
but then it looks just dirty, like Pigpen or Mater. So
But yes, I do like the Niners one a lot. I think it's really good that they have a trim around the letters because your main concern with the Niners black jerseys that they had before is that you couldn't read the numbers or the thing on the back of the jerseys very well.
Yeah.
So now that they have a trim around it, so much better.
And I love them using the saloon font. I love the font of the numbers. I really love that part. I'm not a huge fan of the black, but I'm not against it.
I think the helmet looks so good.
No,
the gold face mask looks amazing.
Yeah, I kind of want to. They're gonna play. They're only using it for the last game of the season,
which I think the starters are gonna be rested for. So what's the point?
We'll see. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows how important that game is? Will that game be nothing or mean nothing or not against the Seahawks? The other interesting thing is I also saw. I don't know if it was released or I just saw it today. How many, which jerseys they're wearing throughout the season, kind of the jersey schedule.
We're wearing a lot of our white primary, which I find unusual.
So there's 2 home games. So normally we were red for home. And now we do have 9 away and 8 home this year because that's the way the NFL goes with 17 games. There's 2 home games in September that we're wearing white.
Because it's going to be hot.
Yeah. So they're expecting to be hot and the Niners want to wear white. So we actually have, I think, 11 out of our 17 games we're wearing white. Which, as looking at your more yours than my shirt, but I love the red. The Niners red is one of the best jerseys in the whole NFL. I don't know if I'm partial, but
I'm not partial at all, guys.
But it's
look away.
it's the best jersey out there. I love red. My high school colors were red. I love red. It's a beautiful color red. And it's such an iconic jersey.
I feel bad for the colorblind people out there, man.
And I know, but then you're like, we're only wearing that 3 games. Now we have 2 red throwbacks, 1 white throwback, and then the black one.
Yes.
So you're like, we only have 3, I think, out of the traditional red. So we're only wearing red in 5 games. And 11 white. One of them is the throwback white, so it'll be all white. And then, which I think might be our home opener. If I remember correctly. Anyway, it's on Instagram on my phone, but it's being used.
We don't have it in the notes. We don't have uniform checkers here.
Anyway, so interesting jersey stuff. Anything other news before we get into our predictions?
Do you have news? Because I don't have news.
No, I think that's it.
Let me refresh Adam Schefter's Twitter page just to make sure. Because I don't think there would be anything.
Yeah, the last tweet I have is 38 minutes ago.
No, and it's just all about Bill Belichick and the UNC.
Okay, so nothing's there. Okay, so we're going to get into our prediction episode. To kick this off, there is let's call it interesting. ESPN has this to get into the spirit of predictions.
Yes.
The ESPN normally does like 10,000 simulations of the full season. And then they average them up and say who's going to win or lose.
Okay.
So before they released that, they picked one of them, simulation number 4091
Okay.
out of 10,000, and said, what is possible in the season? This one is
Crazy.
crazy. Have you seen this one?
No.
Okay, this is totally crazy. First off, both Super Bowl teams from last year missed the playoffs.
That's the
both
Eagles?
the Chiefs and the Eagles missed the playoffs.
That's crazy.
Through week 15. So before you get to the last 2 weeks of the season, the Niners had a record of 8-6 going into the last game of the season.
Okay.
The Falcons had the best record in the NFC at that time.
Okay.
At 9-5. Now the Saints had the worst at 3-11. Okay. The Bills had a record of 10-4 going into it. So you're like, okay. Aaron Rodgers' experiment fails. Mike Tomlin has his first losing season on record.
That's crazy.
Broncos win the AFC West. The Chiefs missed the playoffs.
Yes.
Cowboys win the NFC East.
Is this okay? Question: when was this posted?
I'm looking. Today, 6:30 in the morning. Today.
Without Micah Parsons.
Yes.
That's insanity.
You're like, this is the craziest. Like, okay, it's possible.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's possible.
You're not wrong. You're probably not right, but you're not wrong.
Colts win the AFC South. And the
Colts?
And the Titans
With Daniel Jones?
Yes.
Colts?
Yes. And Titans win get in the wild card. Ravens beat the Bengals for the AFC North title. Okay, that's the only normal thing out here.
I agree with
I feel
that
like
one.
That's a
I
normal
agree with that
thing.
one.
The Arizona Cardinals actually win a playoff game.
As a wild card team?
They were 9-8.
So probably.
Yeah. Yeah, they beat the Falcons, the NFC South champion, 35-14, it says. Saints get the number 1 overall pick.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Number 7 Buccaneers, number 7 seed.
Yes.
Buccaneers go to the Super Bowl.
I mean,
this is like the craziest. Like, I mean, it's possible.
First of all, the Buccaneers being number 7, second, them in the Super Bowl is crazier.
Okay, the Buccaneers in the conference championship game, they have the Buccaneers at number 7 seed defeat the number 5 seed Vikings.
Wait, Vikings?
Vikings are the number 5 seed in the NFC.
JJ McCarthy, I guess.
Okay, conference on the other side, it's actually a little more traditional where you have number 1 seed Bills defeat the Ravens, number 2 seed.
Is this what you said you have to show me?
Yes.
Before we.
This is what I said. This is like I was laughing when reading this, and the Bills, of course, win the Super Bowl.
Okay, against who?
Against the Buccaneers.
I thought you said the Ravens went to the AFC. Oh, AFC North. Never mind.
Yeah, they won the AFC North. They did not. So the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl according to this simulation.
I'm not that crazy.
Okay.
I swear.
Yes. So starting off these predictions, like those are some crazy predictions of simulations of what totally could happen.
So we don't have that.
No, sorry, we might be a little less boring than that.
Sorry. Okay. Do you want?
That's I had to get that out because just to start off our predictions. That's where we're going.
Let's start off with the AFC side.
Okay, so let's start with the AFC, and then we'll come back. We'll do the Niners win season after we go through all the other stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Just checking. Now, to listeners, we have written down our proposals separately. We have not conversed except for, hey, what are we actually predicting? We have no idea what the other person is going to say. So, let the fun begin. Okay,
AFC West. I have the Kansas City Chiefs winning. Also, we don't have the records for them. We're just saying who's winning or losing.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, AFC West. I have the
Chiefs
winning.
Okay.
I feel like that's obvious.
Okay.
How many years in a row have they won? I don't see them stopping right now.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Maybe in like 2 years.
Their defense, I'm sorry, Steve, Spagnuolo, that defense is going to carry that offense.
Yes.
And Mahomes is going to make that offense do something. Like, yeah. I agree.
Who do you have for the West?
The Chiefs.
Okay,
Sorry,
just making sure.
Kind of boring, but Chiefs. Yes.
Okay. And who do you have for the
now,
North?
I do have to say that's going to be a tough division.
The Chargers are going to be way better.
Yes.
The Broncos are going to be way better. Yes.
And the Raiders are not going to stink.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think Pete Carroll is going to make them, not stink. Who they have? They have Geno Smith. Like, he's a average to slightly above average quarterback, which you think is the average. He's probably about an average quarterback.
If I think I was talking about this earlier with you, it's like is there ever going to be someone like Ryan Fitzpatrick again that can lead your team to a rebuild, and he's good enough to start to do that? Is that Geno Smith now?
You said that during that's not a bad comparison that's not a bad way, because like he can come out and do lots of good things, and then he can come out and do some stupid stuff. But he's overall a pretty good quarterback. You know, like the Seahawks were 10-7 last year with him as the quarterback.
Yes.
So like
never franchise guy. He's not going to lead you to a Super Bowl.
No, not unless your defense is amazing. You know, unless it's like the Joe Flacco Ravens that won the Super Bowl that year, because that defense was amazing that year. But yeah, okay. So sorry, Chiefs, and I do think that rest of the division is going to be tough. So I don't think they're going to have the #1 seed like they've had before. We're not doing seeds, but just out of the things, I don't think they will.
Yes. Okay. Who do you have for the North?
I'll go first this time. I'm saying the Bengals.
The Bengals. Okay.
Because I had to like change things up, and you're like, it's Bengals Ravens in my mind, and you're like, you'll see with some other predictions later. I'm on the Bengals bandwagon this year. Now, is that going to look stupid or not? But I had to like make some bold predictions.
I'll hear you out. I'll hear you out for it.
I'm going Bengals.
Okay. I'll hear you out for it. But I don't fully agree with you. I think it's the Ravens.
Okay.
I think they have the way better defense because the Bengals have half a defense right now.
That's true.
Yeah. They have if not the best offense in the league because of Joe Burrow, because of T. Higgins, because of Jamar Chase. All of those people, they have one of the best offenses in the league. They have Trey Hendrickson, and I don't know who else.
Yeah, then a lot of these. I think I didn't pick the Ravens just because I think the Ravens have been so healthy, they're going to have an injury-plagued season. That's my bold prediction on the Ravens.
Okay.
No basis or reasoning, just I'm making stuff up here.
Okay. They're going to have a Niner season.
Not as wild, as crazy as that kind of, ESPN one. But I do think the Ravens, are going to be injury plagued and not win the division. Now, you'll see later whether they make the playoffs or not. But yes, I do not think they'll win the division because of injuries. AFC South.
AFC South. I was thinking about this, and it's definitely not the Colts. I don't care what that ESPN prediction has me saying. It's not the Colts. Okay. I don't trust in either Daniel Jones or Anthony Richardson to be any team's quarterback.
Okay.
It's not going to be the Titans. So it's the Jags race and it's the Texans race.
Yes.
And it's the Texans race to lose.
I totally agree.
So the Texans are going to win the AFC South.
Okay.
I'm a believer in C.J. Stroud. I just hope that his offensive line actually lets him throw the ball this year.
Well, even though they traded away Laremy Tunsil, they kind of rebuilt their offensive line, and we'll see if they did a good job. Like they went out and got some new players to make it up. So we'll see. You'll see what they do. And from my fantasy team's perspective, I hope C.J. Stroud and Nico Collins have a big season. So okay. So I said Texans as well. Sorry, that's kind of boring.
I'm going to have the biggest shocker in all of predictions.
Jets.
That was last year.
Okay.
I think the Buffalo Bills are going to win the AFC East.
Wow. Okay.
I know.
We're not starting off very different.
I am also saying this is exactly the same people who won their divisions last season for me.
So Max is not being very, very creative.
Just copy paste.
Okay. So we'll see if that's right. Okay, let's go to the wild cards.
Do you also have the Bills?
Yes, I have the Bills.
You don't have the Dolphins?
No, I do not have the Dolphins.
Okay,
wild card teams. Now, I don't have these in any particular order.
Neither do I.
Okay, so I'm going to
go. I think one of them is 7, and I think it's going to be obvious who's going to be 7, though, for mine.
Okay. I'll go first with my because you started. I'll go first. And I'm going to say, no shocker, Ravens will make the wild card team. That's a very boring pick, but the Ravens will make us a wild card team.
Okay, and then I'll do the other shocker to align with you. I think the Bengals are going to be a wild card team.
Okay.
I think their defense last year was an anomaly. I don't think they're going to have another season like that where their defense is just so tremendously bad and their offense is so tremendously good like that again. They have to be better. I don't know how they can be worse.
So here's some of my fun predictions. I'm going Broncos making the playoffs.
Okay.
And then I'll just do my other one, and then you give your last two. Broncos, because I'm thinking Bo Nix is going to have a good season. I believe in Sean Payton being a good coach.
Yes.
And the Patriots.
The Patriots.
Patriots. With Drake May, they got a new coach, and Mike Vrabel. Like, I kind of, like, if I was to pick one team out of there that, like, I think they could be way better than expected, the Patriots are my wild card team, way better than expected team in the AFC. So that could look stupid in 2 months or even the end of the season. But for right now, I'm talking myself into it.
Okay.
So, that's my wild prediction.
So my two other ones, I feel like we're in a little bit of the same boat here. Because I also have the Broncos making the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
Now, this isn't a shocker because they made the playoffs last year.
Okay.
They didn't win in games, but they made the playoffs last year.
Yes.
And then my other one, which I'm pretty sure this would be the 7th seed if I had a 7th seed. Same with you for like the Patriots, probably.
Yes. Okay.
I have the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ah, the Jaguars. I kind of wonder if Trevor Lawrence. I could see Trevor Lawrence finally have a good season. Did they get a new coach? Was it Cohen? I think I went through and learned a whole bunch of stuff about the teams.
The only thing I remember about their new coach is that he really doesn't know how to do the Duval chant.
That's not a criteria, I guess.
Yes.
Even though it's a big thing, and it's almost like Light the Beam in Sacramento.
Yes.
Okay, so yes.
Light the beam.
Like, that's kind of a simple thing to say. But anyway.
Okay.
You got to get the champion for that.
Now we also have, who do you think is going to be in the championship game, Dad?
Okay, so am I going first on this one?
Yes, you're going to go first on this one.
This is kind of boring, but I think the AFC is a little boring because it's very top-heavy. Chiefs-Bengals is who I'm picking.
Okay.
Because I think Patrick Mahomes is going to get there. I'm on the Bengals train this year, so I'm going Chiefs-Bengals. Who do you pick?
For my championship game, I have the Ravens and the Bills.
Okay.
I don't think the Chiefs are going to make it back this year.
Okay.
That's my hot take. I don't.
Okay.
After, is it 7 years in a row that the Chiefs have been in the AFC Championship game?
Yeah.
I have them finally missing it in 2025.
Okay.
They're having a Super Bowl slump, even though they still won the AFC West.
I could totally see it being Ravens-Bengals.
Okay.
Or Bills. Like, I kind of think those will be the top 3.
Top 4, top 3.
Bengals, Ravens, Bills. I think will be the top 3 in there. So I think Bengals and Ravens will be very close, kind of like what the Lions and the Vikings were last year.
Okay.
I think they're both going to be really tough out there. I totally see the Bills. But Patrick Mahomes, I just think he's going to get there again. And then Joe Burrow, and then going to the Super Bowl is Bengals. I'm thinking Joe Burrow is going to beat Patrick Mahomes again. Now he's already lost once, but I think he's going to win again and go to the Super Bowl. Who is your AFC? We're not going to do Super Bowl winner now.
Yes.
Who's your AFC going?
My AFC Championship going to the Super Bowl in Santa Clara. The Buffalo Bills.
The Bills. Okay.
Let's see if they make it 3 more years.
Would they wear their full white jerseys in the Super Bowl?
No, you get fined for that.
Oh, yeah. Anyway,
I'd want them to.
I know. Now, funny thing is, we get to the Super Bowl. I did look at the logo of the Super Bowl this year.
Yes.
I don't know if Max will put it up in there in editing of this, what the logo looks like. It has so many stinking colors that normally they say, hey, the colors predicts who's going to win the Super Bowl, which there's been a couple of years where it did.
Yes.
I don't think.
I agree.
Yeah. But this year you've got like pink, purple, light blue, white, okay, yellow. See, he has a lot of yellow teams. You got red. You got green. So, like, is that everybody? Like, they kind of covered almost everybody. It is kind of a light blue, so it's not like a Cowboys blue. It's more like a Chargers sky blue type of thing.
Yes.
Now, anyway, so that's your. If you want to go down the logo thing,
if you've ever seen like the piglet-looking statue outside of Golden One Center,
yes,
that is what this looks like.
Okay, I totally agree on that. Okay, NFC side.
NFC side. Okay.
NFC West. What's our favorite team?
I like the Bengals, man.
In the NFC West?
Yes. Yeah, no, I'm picking the Niners. I think they're going to be pretty good. Hot take. I'm a Niners fan. I think the Niners are going to be good. I think that last season was a mini fluke because we got injured.
I mean, right now we're healthy.
Yes.
We'll see if that continues throughout the season.
Again, my floor.
I do think it's going to be
my floor for if everyone gets injured is 7-10.
7-10.
Yes.
Okay. I think it's going to be Niners and Rams. They're going to be really, really close throughout the whole season.
I agree.
There's a lot of people like that Rams defense. they rebuilt. That's kind of what the Niners are going after and rebuilding their defense. They have some really good young defensive linemen who are going to be better in their second season. So this Niners-Rams games are going to be really good.
Yes.
My biggest question on the Rams is, will Matthew Stafford's back hold up? And will Jimmy Garoppolo play more games than Matthew Stafford? And I kind of think Stafford is not going to be healthy and play all 17 games. That's kind of my bold prediction on that, is saying Stafford will not. And because of that, the Niners will win the division.
Okay.
That's my prediction on how that's going to go.
Okay.
We'll see if I'm right.
I'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, and if you look at a whole bunch of other things.
For context, last year I said that because of Jaden Daniels' play style, I think he's going to get injured a lot, which means that he's not going to be able to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. So I said, yeah, Caleb Williams is going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Oh, what a fool I am.
So we're not great at doing these predictions, but this is fun. We'll see if we're right. I do think that the NFC West is going to be super tight all year. Like, if you look at most predictions, like the Cardinals and the Seahawks are predicted to get 8 wins, and the Niners and the Rams are predicted about 9 to 10 wins. Like, it's going to be super tight. But I am picking the Niners to win. Okay, NFC North.
Who do you have?
I have Packers.
Interesting.
I have Packers.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking the Micah Parsons effect. Also, I also think that the Lions lost both their coordinators, both offensive, defensive coordinators, will affect them just enough to not win the division.
Okay. For the NFC North, have the Detroit Lions.
Okay.
I think that, yes, they lost their defensive coordinators. I don't think they're going to be the number 1 seed. That should be obvious.
Okay.
But I think that because, did you know how good the Lions were last year when they were healthy?
Oh,
they were best team in the league.
Yes, and the only reason probably lost in the playoffs is because their defense had so many injuries last year.
Yes.
So I mean,
if the Niners, if you could say, imagine you take all the injuries from the Niners season last year and just put them on the defense. That's essentially what the Lions had last year. They were just completely devastated.
Mostly on their defensive line. Yeah. I mean, it was kind of all over their defense, but their defensive line was just decimated.
Yes.
So, like, if they all stay healthy, kind of like if they healthy, oh yeah, they're going to be. And they played really good. I mean, they won so many games last year anyway.
Yes.
I just think their coordinators are like Ben Johnson on offense is going to make that big of a difference that I don't think they're going to get win the division.
Yes.
And I also think because the Packers a little more hungry, they got Micah Parsons. Did you see today? He actually has like some sort of back injury.
Yes, I did hear
anyway,
that.
So anyway, I think
I think that the roster is so good, it doesn't matter really who their coordinators are leaving, even if they are some of the best coordinators in the NFL, probably.
Yeah. So
okay,
I'm not. It's kind of one of those. I could see either way.
Okay,
but I had to pick somebody. I wanted to pick something different, so I picked Packers.
Okay,
NFC South.
NFC South. Let me go first.
Yes.
I have the Falcons winning the NFC South.
Ooh, interesting. Falcons.
Because I think I am a believer in Michael Penix actually knowing how to throw the ball. I know, big shocker, but if you look at those games that he actually played instead of sitting behind Kirk Cousins, he knows how to throw the ball.
Yeah.
And if you, and I hate to say this and put it out there, but like, because practice videos, you're supposed to only show the good videos, and you're supposed to look good in practice. And if you don't look good in practice, that says a lot more about you than if you look good. But he looks really good in like practice and preseason games. Michael Penix does. So I'm a believer in them. I think they're going to win the NFC South.
Okay, now remember, we did not confer on what we're doing.
Don't you dare.
I picked the Falcons as well to win the NFC South. I'm like, out of all these division winners, like technically I'm only picking one repeat out of all the NFC division winners. So yes, I picked the Falcons.
You're only picking one repeat?
Yes. Because the Niners are not there. You have the Packers and then not repeat. Then you have the Falcons. So, yes, I am saying the Eagles will win the NFC East.
I'd have to agree as well because they have a super team, basically.
Okay. But we are both a big Michael Penix believer.
Yes.
I do think they're going to be pretty good. And foreshadowing to the Niners play the Falcons later in the season, I do think that's going to be a tougher game than we're expecting.
I agree.
Okay. So...
wild card teams?
Wild card teams.
Okay. I don't think any of these teams feel like a wild card team to me. These all feel like people who could go to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
In the NFC.
Who do you have?
Except for
You want to list out all three?
I don't think the Falcons are going to the Super Bowl. I'll say that right now. But I think that almost every single other team in the NFC playoffs that I'm going to stay off could go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't think it's as top heavy as the AFC. I think it's a little more even from of all this. Like I agree with you. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so
list out your three.
So first, I have the Rams.
Okay.
There's going to be a really close race between them and the Niners.
Okay.
It's just whether Matthew Stafford is healthy or not is the main contributor. And then I have the Packers.
Okay.
Again, I think they would be the 7th seed if I have to put this in ordering for all this. But and then I have the Commanders.
Okay.
I know, really taking bold shots here. Jaden Daniels is going to be good, guys.
Yeah. You know, one of the things I love about Jaden Daniels is they say that he practices with the VR headset. And I don't know if Brock Purdy does it, but like that seems like a really good thing. But he does it at 1.5 speed. And so you're like, he simulates the game. And it's like, that's something he learned from college, I think it was. And you're like, why doesn't every team do this?
Yes.
Like, he looks so good and so calm out there during games because he says it's slower than I see in the VR and slower than I see in practice. So you're like, no, so that's, I don't think he'll be as good as last year. Like, I don't think they're going to make the championship game. But I do think he will not have as big as a drop off as say the Texans and the C.J. Stroud did last year. So I do think he won't have as big, but he will be right there in the. So that's one of my wild card teams, and then I picked Rams and Lions. So not that my wild was I picked 3 new division winners, but I still picked the ones that didn't win it: Lions and Rams and Commanders. To all make the wild card. So I didn't go as crazy. Like in some ways, my crazy pick is the Niners going from 6-11 to win the division.
Yes.
Like the Patriots, that's kind of like my equal on that.
I completely disagree with you in the Patriots.
Well, you know,
they're going to be a mid team. They're going to be like a.
I know. I could talk myself into a whole bunch, but I wanted to have fun on some teams.
Yes.
And I've heard some interesting things about them, so I thought I'd try.
I've heard some interesting things about the Jaguars. Okay, my championship game.
Okay, yes.
I have. Oh, shoot, what's that down there? I have the 49ers.
Okay.
Hot take. And I also have the Commanders.
Ooh, Commanders.
Brock Purdy versus Jaden Daniels.
That's interesting.
I think that's going to be a great game.
Okay. That would be a good game. Yes. Okay.
And out of winning that, I have the 49ers going to the Super Bowl.
Okay, so you have Niners going to the Super Bowl. Okay.
In Santa Clara.
I would love that to happen. Totally would love that to
happen. If they get in the Super Bowl,
yes.
how hard are you going to try to get tickets? Like nosebleed tickets.
Well, yeah, it definitely would be that. I don't know. I just say that Max did look it up about a week or two ago, and it was like $7,000 a ticket up in the 400 section. So, like, if the Niners get in the Super Bowl, is it going to be like a $10,000 or $15,000 ticket?
We have a GoFundMe down in the description.
I'll turn 50 about a week or two before the Super Bowl. So if you want to send me to the Super Bowl for my 50th birthday, click below for the GoFundMe account. Okay.
It'll actually be there because who knows?
Yeah. Okay.
What if Bill Gates watches this show? I don't know. He lives in Seattle, though, so I don't know if he would watch this.
Maybe.
Send this to the CEO of your company. Pretty please.
The Niners, my company.
Don't say it.
Still has, I think, a suite at Levis Stadium.
Oh yeah, maybe.
How can I get in there to the suite?
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
What do I have to do? Do I have to show my fandom by showing my podcast? Anyway, okay.
Whose pocket do I have to stuff a little bit?
Okay, let's see here.
Okay,
back to my NFC Championship game hopefully it would be at Levis Stadium too, if the Niners are in it. I'm saying it's Niners-Packers. So I'm going down the kind of Packers train, and then and also I'm saying the Niners would get there because every time they get to the playoffs with Kyle Shanahan, they're either in the Super Bowl or the NFC Championship game. So, or both sometimes, but they always at least get to the championship game.
Yes.
So I'm saying the Niners get to the championship game. If they get to the playoffs, they're going to the championship game.
Yes.
Because they're going to be they're on a roll. So now, unfortunately, because I just had to do something different, I picked the Packers to go to the Super Bowl. So I'm like, I don't want to be a total homer.
I do.
So you be the homer, which is good because we're a little different
Yes.
here. I'm picking the Packers. So it's again Packers versus Bengals is my Super Bowl. And you're saying
Say that 5 years ago. Actually,
So-
say that 5 years ago.
The other thing you've read is like people are make things up on the internet, but like okay, sure, I like it. When Brett Favre was 27,
Oh,
they signed Reggie White.
I know what you're talking about.
When Aaron Rodgers was 27, who'd they sign? It was a defense. It was this pass rush specialist they signed, and they won the Super Bowl. So Jordan Love is 27, and they traded for Micah Parsons.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going down that path of like, hey, sure, let's do something fun here. I totally believe. I think it could be the Packers. So let's just have some fun, and the Packers. So I'm saying Packers Bengals, which is kind of if you think a color clash, like this orange versus this kind of green. It's probably a weird looking color scheme playing against each other. But when you look at the logo of the Super Bowl, it's this weird color scheme. So that's what I'm going after, is the weird color scheme of Bengals versus the Packers in the Super Bowl for Super Bowl 60 at Levis Stadium. Hope I'm wrong. I hope it's the Niners. But and then my Super Bowl winner.
Okay. So your Super Bowl is Packers, Bengals.
Yours is
49ers, Bills.
Okay, replay of the
Replay
game
of December 1st
of last year.
Where
the Bills just annihilated the Niners.
Yes.
Okay, so you want to go first?
I'll do my first. So the Bills last year demolished the 49ers. Actually, absolutely knocked the teeth out of us.
Yeah, CMC
we
got
were injured.
Mm-hmm.
We just had a gauntlet of a schedule.
Yeah.
It was a snow game. But now it's in home. It's at Levis Stadium.
It's in our place.
It's in California. The Niners are going to be healthy because they're in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
So I have the Niners winning the Super Bowl.
Okay, Niners.
And you can quote that, and I will not eat my words.
I picked the Packers to win the Super Bowl over the Bengals.
Interesting.
So I'm going down the
shout
Jordan
out
Love
Tom Grassi.
Yes.
I don't even. Do you even know who that is?
Oh, yeah, I know who he is. I know who he is. Packerest or Packard? Or?
Packcast.
Packcast.
It's like podcast, but Packers.
Packcast. Okay. So I'm going down his thing mainly because I don't want to pick the Niners. So if I don't pick the Niners, they'll actually win, is my theory. But I do think the Packers could win it.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm trying to be something a little bit different. I do think there's lots of teams that we've mentioned that could make it. But I'm feeling solid with my Packers Bengals Super Bowl.
Okay.
Joe Burrow versus Jordan Love, and that's what I'm going for. I'm saying Packers are the winner. Okay.
Okay. Which one do you want to do? Top fives, or do you want to do awards predictions?
Let's do top. Let's start with we've talked a lot about the top. Sure. Let's
just crank out the top five.
Okay. We're doing this in no order, but we just want to say who's the top five do we think in the league at the end of the season?
I can. Well, actually, I think we have like two differences probably out of this. So starting off, I have the Bills and 49ers because they made the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I will say I don't have the Commanders on this list.
Okay.
Even though they were making the championship game, I just think that they're a good playoff team.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
Anyways, then I have the Ravens.
Okay.
Made the AFC Championship game.
Okay.
Then I have the Rams.
Oh.
I think they're going to lose to the Commanders in like the divisional round, which is going to lead them to the
Commanders to get there. Okay.
And then I have the Eagles. So like that seems like a good top five to me.
Okay. Mine's a little more boring, I would say, because I have Packers, Eagles.
Okay. I don't think Packers is boring.
Well, I mean, but Packers Eagles is kind of like they were really good last year. I have Ravens, Bengals, and Bills. So I picked the Bengals to get there. I think the Ravens are still going to be good. I think the Bengals are going to win the division of the Ravens, but it's going to be super close.
One thing,
and I think the Bills. So I picked three AFC teams.
My one thing. If I had a soundboard, I'd push it again.
Max's one thing. Ding, ding, ding. Whatever your sound is for your.
It's just like a bell sound.
Okay.
My one thing. Neither of us in the top five have the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's true. I do not think they're going to be top five.
How far a fall from grace did that Super Bowl make us see them?
Well, you look at how many close wins that you could go back and say
if the refs didn't get called, if you didn't get a block kick on the last play of the game. If some guy's shoe size isn't one size too big.
I mean, I said it before. Their defense with Steve Spagnuolo is top notch. But other offense, and is it Rice is like their best wide receiver? He's suspended for the first 6 games. I don't know who they're first playing of, but like they're gonna be tough. They're gonna have tough go. Okay, now we're doing something completely different. What are the bottom 5 teams in the league?
Oh boy, a pile of hot garbage over here.
Yeah,
you go first this time.
Okay, I'm gonna go first. My bottom 5. The New Orleans Saints. The Saints are in the bottom 5.
No way, that's a big shocker right there.
I know. When they got Spencer Rattler and
Tyler Shuck.
Shuck is how you say that?
I don't know why they spell it like that, but it's Shuck.
It's like is it H-O-U-G-H?
S-O-U-G-H.
And that's
where does the Shuck come from? That's a C?
I mean, you know, I read some kind of a quick brief through all the different teams this week or today, and their one thing about the Saints was their cornerback Xavier McKinney.
Who?
Kool-Aid McKinney.
Oh, okay.
And so you're like, okay, that's what they have to say about the Saints. Yeah, okay. I'll just go through my whole bottom 5. Giants.
Shocker.
I think they're going to be just horrible this year. Sorry. Browns. They don't have a quarterback. They have 4 quarterbacks. Technically, they traded one, so they're down to 3. When you have 3, you have none. I do think Shedeur Sanders and
Joe Flacco?
Yeah, it's Joe Flacco and who's the other rookie?
Is it Dylan Gabriel?
Yeah, Dylan Gabriel. If you had to say who's going to start more games, I think it's Dylan Gabriel's going to start more games.
Interesting. Okay.
That's a weird prediction, but it just came to me. I don't think it's Joe Flacco. I don't think it's Shedeur Sanders. I think Dylan Gabriel's going to play more games for the Browns, start more games. Other bottom team is the Jets. Sorry, New York. And this is the crazy one. I had to throw a crazy one in.
Okay.
Here's my crazy one. The Dallas Cowboys in the bottom 5.
Interesting. Okay.
I think that defense
I believe it.
Is a bunch of hot mess. And they're the
only piece that was holding it together was Micah Parsons.
And they're the exact opposite of the Chiefs, in my opinion.
Okay.
In some ways, not exactly, but like the Cowboys offense is good.
I agree.
And their defense, not.
It's a load of garbage rolling off a cliff.
Yes.
And the cliff is on fire and the garbage is on fire.
Yes. Okay. So sorry. That's my bottom 5. Sorry, Cowboys fans.
Bottom 5.
Again, if you think that's a bunch of bunch of hot baloney,
a bunch of bleepity bleep bleep bleep.
Yes.
Push the buttons over here.
Yes. And you think that's my stupidest prediction, then put that in the comments and let me know if you think that's stupid. Either way, if you think that Cowboys not in the bottom 5, you think that's great, put it in the comments and let me know what you think. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. My bottom 5. I have the New Orleans Saints. Okay. I have the Browns. I will say about the Browns, I think that they're either going to be surprisingly good this year or steaming pile of hot garbage.
Okay.
I don't think there's any in between for that team.
Okay.
Because you remember Joe Flacco on the Browns a few years ago. They were actually a good team.
Decent.
Yes.
Yeah.
They made the playoffs. I think they're either going to be surprisingly good, like how the Joe Flacco Browns were, or they're going to be steaming pile of hot garbage. Okay? Next, I have the Cowboys.
You picked the Cowboys too?
I also picked the Cowboys.
That's crazy.
They are a piece of garbage that is on fire, rolling off a cliff, and the cliff is also on fire.
We did not.
We are not Niners fans at all.
Well, we did not confer on any of these picks. We did not collude on any of these picks. Okay.
There's no collusion here.
No collusion here. That's crazy. We both picked the Cowboys in the bottom 5. Who else?
I have the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, the Colts.
I think Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson is the worst quarterback room in the NFL.
Is it worse than the Browns?
It is worse than the Browns.
And the Saints.
Because they're two people who can win you games, but if they don't win you games, you lose, and you lose bad.
Which one is going to throw more pick sixes?
I think Daniel Jones, because I think he's going to play more games.
Okay.
And then last, I have the Dolphins.
Oh.
Because I've lost trust in the Dolphins.
Okay.
Because Tua keeps getting injured. Yeah. And whether that's his own fault or not, I am not here to discuss.
Yeah.
He should wear a guardian cap, but I am not here to discuss that.
Okay.
And because of that, he's the best quarterback they have on their roster. Yeah. I don't know if he's actually going to throw the ball to anybody this year, because I don't know if after like week 4 if his head's gonna still be on his neck.
I mean, that is a possibility. So
don't. So I don't think that a Tyreek Hill. I don't think Jalen Waddle are going to do a whole lot. Devon Achane is going to have to carry that offense on his back, and I don't think their defense is very good in the first place.
Yeah.
So I think the Dolphins are going to be trash this year.
I could see it.
I think the Giants are going to be better than them.
Okay.
I think the Jets are going to have 7 wins this year.
Wow, with Justin Fields.
I am a believer in Justin Fields. I think if he can get in the right position, he can get it done.
I mean, I do think he could, but I had to pick somebody else, and I'm like, I just think their schedule's too tough.
Okay.
I think it's that way.
Oh.
I think he's going to look decent.
Okay.
Will he be their quarterback next year? I have no idea. We'll get in it later. Okay. Winners.
Let's go up. Let's go from the least important to the most important one. Okay.
For award winners?
Yes, for awards. So let's go Protector of the Year. What is the Protector of the Year award, Dad?
Okay, so this is a brand new award. It's coming out this year. It's basically the best offensive line player of the year award. If I read briefly about it, it's new again this year. It'll be decided by a panel of 6 former offensive linemen. I'm not going to read you names. Go Google it if you want to see it. They're going to grade based on this criteria, these skill metrics, your pass block win rate, which is kind of a metric that comes out. So that's easy to look at.
Okay.
Impact on the team's offensive success. So basically your team has to do good.
Okay.
So he has to be one of the best teams in the league.
No, the iPhone storage is full. That's sad.
You have to have good leadership, good durability, and success against top defenders.
Okay.
So that's your criteria for the Protector of the Year. And again, it's a brand new award. Who do you have for the Protector of the Year award, Max? Or do you want me to go while you're trying to do something there?
I have Trent Williams for the Protector of the Year because I think he's the best left tackle in the NFL.
Okay.
And until he stops going to the fountain of youth that he's going to be the best offensive tackle in the NFL.
Okay, so I think I would love that to be true. According to NFL, they did votes on like the top 7-ish, 7-8 players here.
How long has this not been recording? Because it's not even in my photos. Like the start of this episode.
Oh no. Well, I guess you didn't get to see my lovely face during this episode.
Let me try that again.
Okay, so I guess you're just looking at Max today.
Let me just record it HD and not 4K.
Okay.
I'm sorry if the compression is bad on the episode today, guys.
So my pick is Penei Sewell of the Detroit Lions.
Okay. I believe that.
Okay. So
I can see that happening.
You picked Trent. I'm writing these down so that we can look them up at the end of this year and see how smart or dumb we are. Okay.
I'm very smart. Okay.
Coach of the Year.
I have Jim Harbaugh.
Oh.
I think the Ravens are going to be the best team in the league this year.
Oh, Jim Harbaugh or John Harbaugh?
John Harbaugh.
John, not
John.
Not
My
John.
bad.
I was thinking, and you said Jim is on the Chargers.
Yes.
Okay.
My bad.
John Harbaugh.
I think the Ravens are going to... Usually the coach of the year is just whoever has the best record.
But the New Bills are getting the Super Bowl, though.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just checking on you. Okay. Comeback Player of the Year.
I don't have a bias, I swear. I have Christian McCaffrey because he came back from double Achilles tendonitis.
Okay.
iPhone storage full. I have not recorded anything. I've deleted the past episode. What are you on right now?
I'm sorry.
I'm
I picked
upset.
CMC too, so sorry, that's kind of a boring one out there, people. But I do think, like, if you look at who could the Niners could be, I don't think Kyle Shanahan's going to win Coach of the Year. Protect of the Year, hopefully, is Trent Williams. I do think comeback of the player is going to be, if CMC is healthy, and he looks healthy right now, like, yeah, totally.
We should get a real camera, probably, to record these.
You have one, like a GoPro.
That's like the GoPro isn't as good of quality as you think it is for
okay.
it's more for like certain shots.
Okay. Well, we'll have to work on that for our next episode. Okay. If we're going to release department, let's go through the rookies of the year. Let's go defensive rookie of the year.
I have Travis Hunter for defensive rookie of the year.
Come on.
Oh, I wonder who you have for offensive rookie of the year as well, Dad.
I picked Travis Hunter for defensive rookie of the year. Like, you're not picking Abdul Carter,
No.
The number 3 overall pick.
Because he's going to be on the Giants, and the Giants have the hardest schedule in the NFL for some reason.
Yeah, I think Travis Hunter is going to win too. Okay, that's kind of boring. Offensive rookie of the year.
Say it.
Do you want to say who I said?
No, you say it. I know who you have.
I put Emeka Egbuka. I do. See? Right there. That's who I have offensive rookie of the year.
Okay, fine. I thought you were gonna say Ashton Genty because I thought you were like a running back type of man, but I guess not.
I just wanted to be different, and so I pick Emeka. I have no idea if I'm saying his name right. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I haven't heard him say it. Maybe I'll learn throughout the season.
I've also never met you, so
yes, you are on my fantasy team. Oh, I'm not looking at the camera because the camera's not there. Okay,
the point over here.
right there. Okay, Emeka Ekuba. Okay,
I think it's Egbuka.
Egbuka. Defensive player of the year. I would love it to be Nick Bosa. But will it be Nick Bosa? Oh, if you look at defensive rookie of the year, who's going to be the best defensive rookie for the Niners? Will it be Mikael Williams, our number 1 overall pick?
I sure hope number 1 overall.
Well,
round 1.
Sorry, round 1 pick, number 11 overall. Will it be Mikael Williams or will it be somebody else? I mean, we have our first 5 picks are all defense.
Mm-hmm.
Will he be the best defensive player for the Niners?
Okay.
Who do you think? No, who?
I'll say Mikael Williams.
Okay. I'm kind of wondering if C.J. West or Upton Stout will.
Okay. Oh, Upton Stout is going to be pretty good this year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or Siegel could be our starting safety.
I'm upset because I wanted to make a lot of clips of this episode. Now I don't have footage of you.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Why did my phone got to be so...
Defensive player of the year. I wanted to be Nick Bosa. I'm picking the Will Anderson of the Texans. Trying to do something a little different on that one.
Okay.
Like, I looked somewhere else, and you're like, okay, he's in the top. Sure, I'll go with Will Anderson because I think this is his 3rd year. So sure, okay, Will Anderson, the Texans. I think I believe in D'Amico Ryans, their coach.
Okay.
Who do you have for defensive player of the year?
Fred Warner.
Ooh, I like
because he was before he got injured.
Uh-huh.
What game was he in? Did he probably get injured in that he fractured his ankle and still played throughout the entire season?
I think it was the 4th or 5th week of the season. I think
He was like dominating. That is like prime Fred Warner. I want to see him do throughout the rest of it. That's like a Patrick Willis type of player.
Yeah.
He was just fly. He forced fumbles. He had interceptions. It was just crazy.
Oh yeah. Okay. Offensive player of the year.
Offensive player of the year.
Uh-huh.
I got Derrick Henry.
Oh, Derrick Henry.
See,
I think he's that's part of the thing where I think the Ravens are going to win the division because I think he's going to get hurt.
Okay.
But, predicting injuries is not a great thing to do, but we'll see if I'm right.
Yeah, I would know. Sorry, Jane Daniels.
Offensive player of the year, I picked Jamar Chase. He is definitely on my fantasy football team. So this is not in any way influenced by my fantasy football team of Jamar Chase and Emeka Ekuba are on my fantasy football team. So in any way, no way, but I do pick Jamar Chase. That's kind of boring because a lot of people are predicting him, but I want him to. Joe Burrow. That's who I'm predicting. I'm going down the Bengals train. I said the Bengals are going to make the Super Bowl.
I swear,
I said the Bengals
we don't collude once. I also have Joe Burrow to win MVP.
Oh, my.
If he was on a team that didn't have probably the worst defense in the NFL last year, he would have won MVP.
Yeah, this is crazy how many picks we have the same. And we did not collude in any way. I'm trying to pick picks that are not traditional, like a traditional MVP pick.
Yes.
Everybody else is picking is Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen.
Yes.
And we both go Joe Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we're both being trying to be different.
Now for the exciting part.
Okay.
Season predictions.
For the Niners. Okay, we're going to go through every single game and see if we can predict them win or loss.
Mm-hmm.
This will probably get one of those things that'll probably look stupid at the end of the season.
I agree.
But let's do it anyway for the fun of it. This episode's all about for the fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Week number 1. Now, do you have your overall record, or are we going to get to overall record at the end of the season?
We'll do overall record at the end.
At the end. Okay. So,
I've my record that I'm going to start with is their ceiling because I think this is what's going to happen because I'm an optimist for the Niners.
Okay.
And I'm a pessimist for the Kings right now.
Okay, so I'm just going into this saying last year I think the Niners were going to win 15 games, and so I was being a little too optimistic last year, just a little too optimistic. So I'm being a little bit more pessimistic this year. So just as it goes into the season, I do see them getting into the NFC Championship game. But I am being a little bit more pessimistic on this. So that's my warning to all those listeners out there.
Okay.
And you can see I'm trying to be realistic.
Yes.
We'll see if I am. Week number 1 against the Seahawks.
Okay, I will say this before we start out. I have an injury floor because there's the ceiling, there's the floor, and then there's the injury floor, which is what happens when we get a season like last year again.
Yes.
I have 7 and 10 for that.
Okay.
Anyways, starting out at Seattle, week 1, easy dubs in my opinion.
You're saying we get a win?
Yeah. What do you say?
I say we're gonna lose.
Interesting.
I think the Seahawks defense is really good.
Okay.
Mike McDonald is our coach?
Yes.
He was from the Ravens when the Ravens gave the Niners the defense and just demolished us that Super Bowl year. We went to the Super Bowl, and they demolished Brock Purdy and us, those types of things. So I think that Seahawks defense, I think Sam Darnold is a step up over Geno Smith. Now, is he better than Brock Purdy? No. But I do think that Seahawks defense is going to be really good. And I think the Niners have, we've been injured so much to start the season out that we're not going to be in sync. Like, our offense is just not going to be in sync.
Okay.
Our defense is going to be all over the place because we have too many people that are coming back. I do think it's going to be a super close game. And we'll probably, Sam Darnold will probably throw a game-winning touchdown or we'll lose by a field goal at the end of the game. Like, I think it's going to be super close, but I'm not going to do this for every single game. But just the first one, that's kind of my preview for this week, is I do think the Seahawks will win. Okay. Week number 2 gets the Saints.
Week number 2 against the Saints, who we both predicted to probably be one of the worst teams in the league.
We better win that game.
I hope we win that game. You're not going to be here. You're going to be in...
Okay, I will be in Europe. Sure, I'll just say it. I'm going to be in Brussels. If anybody knows a bar in Brussels that I can watch a Niners game, because it's a 10 o'clock game Pacific time. It's 7 to 10 Sunday night in Europe. I got to find a way because I can't watch YouTube TV in Europe. You can't watch it outside the country. So I have to find a bar in Brussels.
Does your VPN not work?
I might try that when I get over there and see if I can watch it, or if I have to go to find a bar. If anybody knows a bar, I'll probably Google it. But anyway, if you have recommendations on how to watch the Niners or NFL games in Brussels, let me know. Okay, that's my little plug for the Saints game because we're not talking about the game.
Okay.
Cardinals, week number 3, home opener.
I also have that as a W.
Okay, double win. Okay, we're both going win on that one.
So I'm starting off with 3 wins in a row.
Okay, I'm 2-1 right now. Okay, Jaguars.
I also say that's going to be a win. I think it's going to be a little tougher than we expect it to be because I think the Jaguars are going to be better this year. Okay. They are going to make the wild card, but they're not better than the Niners.
Okay.
Okay.
I put as a win to that too. Like, I think it's a win. So I think we're 3-1. You think we're 4-0.
Okay.
Okay, now we go to the Rams.
I think
again at Levi's South.
Yes, Levi's South. I think that's also going to be a win.
Oh, Max is going to win. Okay.
I'm being optimistic with the Niners this year.
Yes. I'm going to say it's a loss.
Okay.
I'm saying it's a loss because we're up and down, and I had to find losses somewhere on the schedule.
Yes.
So I'm saying the Rams, I'm saying Stafford's still going to be healthy at this point in the season, and that defense is really good. I think
this is going to be an extremely close game.
Yes. Okay.
Hopefully does not come down to Jake Moody, but we'll see.
Okay. So I'm at 3-2 right now. You're at 5-0.
Okay. And then week 6 against Tampa, I also say that's a win.
It's a win. Max is going 6-0 to start the season.
Yes. Start the season. Niners going to go 6-0.
Okay. Now,
and you can quote me on that.
I said we're going to lose to the Buccaneers, so we're at 3-3 according to mine.
Okay.
I'm at 3-3.
So interesting.
I kind of like this that we're being a little different. I like that we're being different. Okay.
Okay. Good.
I'm trying
not collusion, I swear.
Trying to not be colluded. Trying to not be total homer on this. I say we're 3-3 because the Buccaneers are supposed to be pretty good. We're in Tampa Bay. Now it is off a mini bye because the Rams game is a Thursday night game.
Okay.
So, and you get the mini bye, but you're traveling back to the East, so it's an early game clock. I think we have too many young guys. We'll probably have DeMarcus Robinson back by then. Probably will not have Ayuk back by then. Anyway, I still think we're a loss. We're at 3-3. Okay. Next we come home to play the Falcons.
I think that's going to be our first loss of the season.
Oh, so lose there.
Because the Falcons are going to be pretty good this year, apparently, right?
Yeah, we both picked them.
We're not going to go undefeated.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a loss. I think that's going to be the loss where we're going to look back at the season and go, how do we lose against them?
Yeah. Okay, I say we're going to win against the Falcons. Okay, so I say we're 4-3 at this point. You say we're 6-1.
Yes.
Okay, Texans at Texans in Houston. What do you say?
I'm going to say that's a win.
Okay, it's a win.
You get a win against D'Amico Ryans, our former defensive coordinator.
I say it's a loss.
Okay, so you're 4-4, and we somehow win the division?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I do think in this ends, in my opinion, the tough part of the schedule. From week 4 to 8 is the tough part of the schedule. Playing Jaguars, who should be decent to good. Rams should be good. Buccaneers should be good. Falcons, I think, are going to be better.
Yes.
Texans are going to be good and possibly. So that week 4 to 8 is kind of the really tough part of the schedule.
And
I say we're only going 2 and 3 in that time frame.
Okay.
So like I say we're 4 and 4, we're 2 and 3 at that point.
Yes.
And then we start to the schedule kind of lightens up a little bit. I mean, week 10 doesn't, but it does lighten up in week 9. We're playing the New York Giants.
That's a win.
That's a win.
That's a win.
I agree.
Okay.
That's a win. That's pretty easy. Against the Rams, home game against the Rams.
I have that as a loss. So we win in LA, but we lose in Santa Clara.
See,
That's my choice.
I have a win here in this one.
Oh,
I have a win in this one. Okay, so we split with the Rams.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so we split with the Rams, and I chose we lose the first one.
And then I think this is when the schedule gets pretty easy for the Niners.
Well, Cardinals is still going to be a tough game.
Yes, I agree.
So what do you have for Cardinals?
I think we're still going to win against the Cardinals.
Okay, I say we're going to lose against the Cardinals in Arizona.
So we're 5-5.
I say no. We were 6-5 because we won Giants and Rams.
So we're
back
6-6.
I say we're 6-5 at this point.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go with me.
I'm not picking up what you're putting down because I don't see how a 6-5 team is going to go and end up being better than the Rams in this later.
Yeah. We'll see.
Okay.
Okay.
So then we play the Panthers.
Okay.
Easy. Yeah.
I say it's a win.
That's easy. Okay. And then we play the Browns. I hope that's easy.
This is when it super lightens up. Okay, I say it's a win too.
And
we finally get our bye
week. Hopefully, we don't need to wait for people to get back from injury during.
But there's
this
probably going to be somebody that's injured that we're waiting for. So
maybe like Ricky Pearsall or someone like sprains their ankle or something.
I hope not.
I don't know,
yeah.
but I'm just I'm spitballing here.
Okay, so keep going.
And then
the Titans,
we should win
game.
that.
Yeah, I have a win on that one.
Okay, and then we have at Indianapolis. I think that's also going to be a win.
Again, I'm saying we can't win everything, so we lose.
We lose against the Colts.
Yes.
I think you're crazy.
I was either going to pick the Colts or the Bears, and I thought we're going to win at home against the Bears.
I think you're crazy.
Okay.
I think you're crazy.
Okay. And Bears?
And then we play the Bears. I think that's a win.
Okay.
And then we end the season
with our black jerseys.
With our black jerseys. At home.
It's in
it's at home against Seattle. I think that's also a win.
Okay.
So that ends up for me being a 15-2 schedule. I think that's their ceiling.
Okay.
Now you can change it so then like we lose our first game against the Rams and we lose against the Falcons and then we win against the Falcons or something like that. But I don't think we're gonna get better than 15-2.
Okay, so Max is predicting best case.
Yes.
Now when I went through this at one point, now I'm saying they're 11-6 overall. So I'm predicting 11-6 record.
So you think that the Rams are going to be
the Rams have a first place schedule.
Okay.
So they have 3 games that are much tougher than us.
Okay.
And I think we're probably going to end up tied. And that's where I think that last game against the Seahawks is we have to win that to win the division. So I think 11-6 will get us the division because I do think between Arizona and Seattle, it's a really tough division. And it's going to be pretty equal. I think the Niners will win it with 11-6. And I kind of predicted that number for a while. The hard part was I had to find losses. And that's where you see some of these, like, why are we losing to the Colts? Well, I kind of said we're going to be 11-6. That was my goal going in. I think we're going to be 11-6. I think that's realistic. And so I had to find losses somewhere. And I think with such a young team, yeah, we're going to lose more at the beginning, and then you go in the win. I could totally see us beating the Colts, but then you're 12-5 if you did that. I also think there's another game in there that we probably could win and end up in only losing 4. Like the first time I went through this, I'm like, oh, there's only 4 losses. And you're like, but I think we're going to lose 6.
Okay.
So I had to find 6 losses to pick.
I also have that is their ceiling. My floor, besides the injury floor, I'll say this. So let's restart this. I'm going to go over this a little quicker. Week 1 at Seattle, that's still a win in my opinion.
Okay.
Week 2 at New Orleans, that's still a win. Week 3 at the Cardinals, that's still a win. Week 4 at the not at the Cardinals. Week 3 against the Cardinals in Santa Clara. What am I talking about? I think I'm having a stroke. Okay.
Your blood sugar low. Anyway, keep
going. The Jags.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's also a win. And then this is the tough part of the schedule. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Week 5 at LA. I think that's a loss.
Okay.
Week 6 at Tampa. I think that's a loss.
See, that's what I did.
Week 7 against the Falcons. I think that's a loss.
Oh, you say we got 3 in a row lose.
Week 8 against the Texans. I think that's a loss. So that's 4 losses in a row. Okay, and then you play the Giants.
The funny thing is, you end up at 4-4 the same way I end up at 4-4, but just different games.
Okay, and then you play the Giants. You win that game.
Yes.
And then you play the Rams. I'm gonna see you lose that.
Oh, okay.
And then you're gonna play the Cardinals, and you win that. You win the series against the Cardinals.
If you picked the Niners to win this division, and we lost to the Rams both times in this.
This is the floor. If they're the floor, they're a wild card team. The ceiling is the ceiling idea is that they're the NFC West winner. They go to the championship game. They win the Super Bowl. Does that make sense? Okay. This is them being a wild card team, and they have to slug it out to get anywhere. Okay. And then they win against the Panthers. Okay, makes sense. Then they win against the Browns. Makes sense. And then they win against the Titans. They win against the Colts. They lose against the Bears. And then to end the season, they lose against Seattle, splitting the series. So my floor is 10-7, and my ceiling for the Niners is 15-2.
Okay.
Now, realistically, I think they're gonna go like 14-3, but I just don't know what game they would drop out of this. Maybe one of them against Seattle.
Okay.
Or one of them against the Cardinals.
Okay.
But
so I had another fun thing I made up these things here. So that's the Niners schedules. Again, put in the comments whether you think which one of us is more realistic, or which one's being the smartest, which one's being the stupidest.
It's me, probably. 15-2.
I made some bold predictions for the Niners this season. Some of them are not completely bold.
You made 5 bold predictions, isn't that right?
Yes. Actually, 6. But okay, there's 5. Number 1.
Oh, can I say this before we get to your thing?
Yes.
I looked at the news for Kendrick Bourne. Apparently, he's getting on a flight to head to Washington.
Oh, that is not.
Which looks like he's not signing with the Niners.
Okay. Where'd you get that from?
I looked up on Twitter, and I searched Kendrick Bourne, and on his on Kendrick Bourne's Instagram, he has a picture of him in an airport.
Okay. Well,
so
maybe we're not signing him.
That was about an hour ago.
Yes, we'll have to find out probably after this podcast is recorded whether we get him or not. And we discussed earlier whether we want him or not. Okay, here's some bold predictions. Trying to make bold, so some of these could look good at the end of the season. They could look really stupid at the end of the season.
Okay.
But let's have this is a whole episode about having fun, right?
Yes.
Okay. Jake Moody will be the kicker at the end of the season and will have 3 game-winning field goals.
Interesting. Okay.
You know? Like, if he's going to be our guy, he's going to have game-winning field goals.
Okay.
If he misses game-winning field goals, he's out.
Okay.
He's not going to be our kicker. So that's my bold prediction.
So is this a make-or-break year for Jake Moody?
Totally agree.
Okay.
Either now, if you look at most rookie kickers, they're usually not good in the first couple seasons. It takes them a couple years to get going. And he was injured when he didn't do very good last year. So I think this is the year he's finally going to get into a rhythm. So anyway, maybe I'm praying about it, but you know, that's my bold prediction.
Okay.
He'll have 3 game-winning field goals.
Okay. In a 10-6 season?
11-6.
11-6. Okay.
Ricky Pearsall will lead the team in receiving yards and catches. Probably not the boldest.
Okay.
But it's a prediction. Okay. Nick Bosa will have 20 sacks and lead the league in sacks.
Okay.
I think the new defensive line is going to allow that. There's so many other players.
Okay, and who did you say was going to win Defensive Player of the Year?
Will Anderson.
What position does he play?
He's a defensive lineman. And I said, yes, this may not always agree. Doesn't mean my well, can't you? That doesn't mean all the
I'm just trying to poke holes in your story right now.
You're fine. Okay. I did also say Bryce Huff will have 10. So he's our pass rushing specialist that we traded for. He had 10 the last year he was at Robert Saleh was his defense coordinator with the Jets.
Okay.
So I'm thinking he's going to get 10. Kittle will lead the team in touchdowns. So Pearsall is going to lead in receiving yards and catches. Kittle's going to lead the team in touchdowns. Okay. The Niners will have a punt return for a touchdown this season.
with Sky Moore or Jacob Cowing?
Or Junior Bergen.
Okay.
I did not say who.
Okay.
I just said Niners will have a punt return for a touchdown. Now, the last time the Niners had a punt return for a touchdown, do you know what that was?
No.
2011. 14 years ago since we had a punt return for a touchdown. It was Ted Ginn Jr. at a 55.
I was 5, Dad.
Yeah. Don't you remember that?
Nope. I don't. Do I remember anything when I was 5 years old?
7. You were 4. Oh, you just turned 4. 7. 7 to 11. That's 4, isn't it?
I don't think
8.
I don't think I remember anything from when I was 4 years old, Dad.
Okay. Have you? So that means you've never seen the Niners score a punt return for a touchdown.
Yes.
Okay. I think it's going to happen.
For
this
context, I am 18 years old.
year. Just turned the.
I am legally an adult. I can vote in this year's election. For what is it?
I don't know. Maybe
I got an ad for like Prop 50 something.
Is the governor up this year?
I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever. Okay.
Maybe they thought I was in a
So
different
I
state.
think we're gonna have a punt return for touchdown. That's kind of my bold prediction for the year
Mm-hmm.
because we haven't had one for 14
Do you
years.
have one more?
And I got one more.
Okay.
This
Your one
one's
thing.
My one thing. This is not my one thing. That's your thing. Niners will have 6 rookies on defense start. 6 different rookies start a game.
Interesting.
Not a bold prediction with how many rookies we have on the team, but I think 6 rookies will start throughout the season and 8 rookies will start overall throughout the season.
Okay.
So I'm kind of thinking we're going to the youth movement. We're doing good. 6 rookies on defense, 8 overall will start a game this season. So that's my sometimes crazy but trying to be bold predictions for the Niners.
Mm-hmm.
Anything? Do you want to make any bold predictions? The Niners?
They're gonna win the Super Bowl.
Okay, I love that one. I hope you're right.
Me too.
Okay, so
If we are going to win the Super Bowl, me and him are probably gonna be at the parade.
we'll definitely be at the
Mhm.
parade. You will definitely see us at the parade. There was no way,
Mhm.
unless I'm injured, I will not be at that parade.
I will drag you in a wheelchair.
Yes, we will go there on crutches. I don't care if I'm sick. I have to take the day off from work. In some shape, manner, form, we will be at that parade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In February. Okay. Are you ready for it? Now, that's our normal predictions. Sorry, this is kind of long. Hopefully, this has been fun if you listen to it. Now to our normal predictions. We do this every week of the season. It is time for our Prime Time Picks. Okay, so again, if you not listened to us last year, we go through every primetime game of the year plus the Niners game and predict who's going to win the games. I think I won by like 1, but you're picking the harder games of the year because of the primetime games. So sometimes these could be the tougher games of the season to pick, and you don't always have the best record when you're picking the primetime picks. But
How many primetime games are there?
there's 4 this weekend because there's Thursday night, Friday night, Sunday night,
And
Monday night.
Okay.
And then we're doing the Niners. So we have 5 games.
Okay.
Okay, the first game is Cowboys at Eagles. The Super Bowl champion Eagles probably get their rings or whatever they do, get some
Yes.
sort of celebration that they're going to win it. I'm picking the Eagles.
I also am going to pick the Eagles. I think this is not even going to be close.
I think the Eagles offense or the Eagles defense could get a shutout in this game.
Yes. Great start to the season, by the way.
Yeah.
Seeing the Cowboys lose? Great way.
Could CeeDee Lamb get 1 touchdown, please? That's all I'm asking for.
He's not in his fantasy team, by the way.
He's not in my fantasy team in any way.
He is.
Okay.
Friday night.
from Brazil. Kansas City Chiefs. I want to call them San Diego Chargers. The LA Chargers. Who do you picking?
I would say the Chiefs.
Oh,
As much as I believe that the Chiefs aren't going to be as good as they were last year, they're still going to be good because they're the Chiefs. So I have the Chiefs winning this year.
I have the Chargers.
Not this year. This game.
This game.
Okay.
I have the Chargers.
Interesting.
Trying to go something different. I think Jim Harbaugh is going to have this team ready to go. They're going to come knock the Chiefs in the mouth. Now, the Chiefs' defense is really good. Can the Chargers' defense keep Patrick Mahomes in check? We'll find out.
Okay.
I think they will.
Okay. And then the Niners game. We already kind of talked about this. Sunday at 11:05 p.m. for those watching the Pacific time to PST.
What time is it? 1:05?
1:05 p.m.
Yes. Okay.
I already said this. I think the Niners are going to win in Seattle. Because the Brock Purdy has not lost a game in, is it Allegiant Stadium?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
Yet in his career. So I think he's going to continue the streak going.
And I got to stick with my thing. I said the Seahawks would win, so I'm going to keep with the Seahawks thing. I will probably not do this rest of the season, but this first week I again picked what I did.
I am so excited for Sunday Night Football.
Sunday Night Football.
Preview, in my opinion, of the AFC Championship game.
This should be a
Ravens
really good
Bills.
This should be a great game. This is probably going to be the best game of the weekend. I picked the Ravens, even though I don't think the Ravens are going to win their division. I think they're going to start out hot, and I think the Ravens are going to win.
I agree with you. I think that it's going to go. This is going to be excellent bit of NFL storytelling. Because the Ravens are going to go out. They're going to be the best team in the league. They're going to get the number 1 overall seed in the AFC. They're going to go into the playoffs, be completely dominating teams, and the team that they beat the very first game of the season is going to be the team that they lose to in the very last game of the season, the Buffalo Bills.
That's very fitting. Yeah, I do think it's going to be Buffalo.
It is going to be close. It's not going to be a blowout on either side.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's just be a close game. But I do think the Ravens are going to win the game.
And then Bears-Vikings.
Monday Night Football.
I can't tell if this is a good game or a really bad game in disguise.
I think the Bears are going to take a while to get going. I do think they're going to be better.
Yes.
I think Ben Johnson's going to get Caleb Williams going. Caleb Williams says...
But how long is J.J. McCarthy going to have to take?
Oh, you got J.J. McCarthy in the Vikings. The only thing... Did I pick the Vikings making the playoffs?
No. I don't think so.
I don't think so. But I still think they're going to be good. They have too many good players. I think the Vikings are going to win the game.
Okay.
Even though I believe in the Bears, I think this will be a good game because it's 2 young quarterbacks. But I think the Vikings just have more better overall players to get the win for the first game of the season.
Okay.
Who are you thinking?
I'm gonna go with the Bears because I agree that it's gonna take them a little bit to get going, but I think the Bears are gonna be good. They're not gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna be the 3rd team in the NFC North, which is not a last place prize because the NFC North is really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we technically have out of the primetime picks. Sorry, I got to say that right. The primetime picks.
If I had a soundboard, I'd push it.
Okay. We actually picked 3 games different out of the 5.
We're doing better at this.
Yes.
Thinking differently.
Okay. So there's our primetime picks. We've went through our bottom 5, our top 5. Steven's bold, trying to be crazy predictions. We went through the Niners game-by-game records. Max's thinks they'll either be 15-2 as their high to a floor of 10-7. I just said 11-6. We went through all of the major award winners. We went through who's going to make the playoffs. Again, please comment in the below. What do you think is the best pick? What do you think is the stupidest pick of everything that we did? If you're a Cowboys fan, you can let us know.
You can go. I can't say what I want to say because that's not very appropriate for this podcast.
We try to keep this G-rated as much as possible.
Drink a shoe, I say. Drink a shoe.
No idea what that is. What the heck is that?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something right now.
Okay.
Go drink a shoe.
The video's on this one because I think that's what I don't know what he's saying. Okay, whatever.
You were turning red.
I am turning red because that's just silly. Okay, well, we thank you for listening to this episode of the Eastman Sport Report. Thanks for listening.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Next week.
I'm laughing at how red you are. It's matching the color of your shirt.
It's just
I can see the veins popping out of your forehead.
Don't drink a shoe.
Okay.
Okay, if you made it this far in the podcast, thanks for listening.
If you made it this far in the podcast, comment a little shoe emoji.
Shoe emoji.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.